I am pretty behind on some projects, like my Metroid review. I'm behind. I was supposed to upload it today, but my project crashed and I lost all the files and I had to re-download them, re-export them, all that stuff. So I am still working on the Metroid review that should be out by tonight or tomorrow morning, hopefully. But I want to talk about the pricing for the new Nintendo Switch Online expansion, which has the Genesis games and the N64 games. Now, there isn't much to talk about here because it's pretty straightforward. If you didn't hear anything about it, the pass or the bundle for the new games, the new expansion, is only available in a 1-year term. So you can't buy a 1 month or a 3-month option. You're forced to get 1 year if you want to have these games added to your service. And the total for everything together is, for individual, I believe it was $49.99 a year, and family was $79.99 a year, I think. And it makes me wonder a couple of things, because I'm not sure if this information is there already, but if you're like me who already has a year subscription active, would I just pay the remaining balance to get that amount for the remainder? Or do I have to buy the whole thing for $50 again? I would imagine is just pay the remainder that you would have to pay off to get the extra stuff. And people were wondering, why is this the price that we got for these services when the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo was only like, was it $5 or $8 a month? And it's being known by a lot of people with these rumors and leaks that it's all licensing issues. And I think more specifically with these Sega games, I think Sega just wanted to make more money off these licenses. Because let's be honest, who's playing Sega games anymore? Like, I don't really know who out there still likes Sega. There are some people who still like Sonic, and I'm just confused because Sonic hasn't made a good game in years, and I think Sega is just a dead company. I don't know how Sega is still surviving, but there is talks that maybe it's because of Sega wanting these games on the service. They want some more money for the licenses. And I also just wonder, why do we even need the Sega Genesis games on this console? If you liked the Sega Genesis games and you wanted this, then that's great for you. I personally don't care about Sega Genesis. I never cared about Sega games. So you would hope that they would have made a bundle that was cheaper, that only had N64, and maybe a bundle that only had Sega, but that's not how Nintendo works. But apparently, there is new Animal Crossing DLC releasing for $25, I believe. And I think this is also going to be included in the bundle with the N64 and the Genesis games. I saw a couple of videos about that. And what they informed me was that if you go with the Animal Crossing DLC through the online service, you have to keep that online service for as long as you want to play Animal Crossing with that new DLC. If you don't have an active subscription afterwards, you won't get to have the DLC, items or whatever comes in the DLC. And the thing about that is, some people might not keep the year subscription for those games, and therefore they have to buy the DLC again separately, or they're going to pay the $25 first and then pay the $50 or the $30 extra they need to get these online games for N64 and Sega Genesis. So a few things here. Number one, why is the Animal Crossing DLC part of the online subscription? Number two, I tried to watch the Animal Crossing video for the DLC. It was like a 10-minute long video. I don't even play Animal Crossing anymore. So I don't really know what exactly is worth the $25 in there, other than, there's a lot of content in there. So I think $25 is a bit pricey for DLC. But if you're someone who's going to play Animal Crossing even more and buy the DLC, I wouldn't recommend getting the DLC with the online bundle. I would recommend getting the DLC separately. So in case you don't like the N64 games and the Genesis games and you want to cancel it, and you still play Animal Crossing, you can still have your DLC on the side. I, of course, know that they're going to add more games in the future to the N64 and the Genesis services. They even showed some of the N64 games releasing in the near future. And there's a whole bunch more I want to see. Donkey Kong 3D, Duke Nukem, Time to Kill, and Zero Hour, I believe, were both on the N64. Maybe Bad Fur Day may or may not make it there. So, it's just a waiting game. But I wouldn't fact, I wouldn't buy it at launch myself. Probably only if I do is only to play Ocarina of Time. That's pretty much all I want to play right now on that service. And with my YouTube channel, I would have to buy it day one and try it for you guys and show you how it is. But that's it for today. Just a quick update on this N64 services. I don't remember what date, if they announced the date of when it's supposed to release, but I believe it's sometime this year. And like I said, the Metroid review is coming. I just have to redo the project again, but it should be ready by tonight to upload for tomorrow morning. I'm Anthony Olan Tech, and I will see you guys on the next one.